Hello, Hidden Gems. Is everybody here? I am outside the Arapahoe County Courthouse in Colorado, giving a quick update on what's going on inside the James Craig trial for day two of the James Craig trial. We started today out with one other registered nurse, and then we got to a really big witness. There is a very important witness on the stand. Caitlin Romero has been on the stand mostly all morning. She is being grilled right now by the defense, and she is not done. Hey, everyone, it's good to see you. And by the way, I'll be quick, and I hope that afterwards everybody goes and heads over to Mormon Stories. Mormon Stories is premiering part 2 of my long-form interview with them right now. And you can head over there and listen. I talked about how Hidden True Crime was born and meeting John. So head over there afterwards. But let me give you an update on what's going on in the James Craig trial. Again, for those that are just tuning in and learning about James Craig. James Craig is a Mormon or LDS father, Elders Quorum president in his congregation, who has been charged with murdering his wife of 23 years, mother to his 6 children, with arsenic and cyanide in her protein shakes, as well as possibly some crystallite, maybe even Panda Express, sort of implied. Anyway, I've been going to trial every day. Yesterday was opening statements, and today, again, Caitlin Romero on the stand. I will have a full recap later tonight, but let me just say she's probably one of the most important witnesses because she is who opened the box, the personal package, the PP, the personal package that Dr. Craig, as they call him on the stand, James Craig, requested that Caitlin, who works at his dental practice, not open because it was personal. Well, she got into work late and it had already been opened by somebody. Not completely, there was still metal around it, and she saw, or a silver packaging opened, and she saw that it said hazardous on the front of the box. And she said, oh, this wasn't supposed to be opened. Let me go put this in his office. But then she wondered, wait, is this the fentanyl we ordered for the office, right? The exam room. So she checked the invoice and she found out that it was potassium cyanide. She put it back in the box, placed it on Dr. Craig's desk, and went about. But she was curious. She Googled, what could it possibly be used for? She Googled symptoms that Angela was allegedly having, because Dr. Craig was very open to her and would share that his wife is sick and in the hospital and they don't know what's wrong. And the symptoms of cyanide matched with Angela's symptoms. She didn't say anything right away because she just couldn't imagine that this man, this boss that she had, could do such a thing, that any human being could do such a thing. She thought, no way. And when she finally relayed this information, nervous, to Ryan Redfern, partner of the dental practice, it was too late. But that is what she's talking about. And they're getting into more details that we haven't heard. We have body cam footage from police up on the stand. We're going through exhibits that paint the dental office and what's going on inside the dental office, and the exam room that she discovered him working in with his laptop. Cross exam is being tough on Caitlin, very, very tough. They're saying that she was having an affair with Dr. Craig. She admits to an emotional affair with him, that they shared personal, private, emotional things, but that there was no physical affair. And they are trying to sort of, I think, discredit her, implying that she's prying into his life, implying that she was trying to get him to say things, and implying that she knew about the secret Google account, which she wholeheartedly says she didn't know about. And they said, but he was texting you from a separate number. She said, yeah, I didn't know that was anything. She didn't know it was a Google account. She wasn't thinking about that. And again, the defense, I think I'm still trying to figure out exactly what the defense is trying to get. I think it's simply to discredit her, to imply that she's prying into his life. And she is adamant that she never did such a thing. Anyway, that is what's going on. Grayson, my producer, is in court with me, taking a lot of notes. We've met several people, and I've talked to several people who had interactions with Angela and James, as well as worked with them or patients of his dental practice. I'll share more later tonight in the recap about that. There is a lot going on. And again, each night while I'm here at the trial, I do a nightly recap. So head over and make sure you hit subscribe and notifications to not miss. This trial is pretty wild. And I know a lot of you are just learning about this case because the family has been tight-lipped. They have been private. I respect that. And the court has been tight-lipped and private. In fact, there is no live stream in the court, and there is no WebEx for the public to watch. It is a quiet case, but it is pretty shocking and fascinating. And I have things to say. That once he was sent to jail, he created a hit list. The trial is expected to last 3 weeks. Yesterday, they said that they were going through witnesses very quickly. The judge said, "Don't jinx yourself." Well, Caitlin is taking quite a while. I don't know if she'll be an all-date witness or not. After the defense is done questioning here, they're taking a very long time. It'll be redirect. And we're at lunch right now. Clearly, I'm on my lunch live. And then afterwards, the defense will continue with their cross. So she's holding her own. She's doing an excellent job. She is the person who said this whole investigation, police investigation in. Unfortunately, by the time she called, it was too late, and Angela was already brain dead. But that is what quickly got the police involved and investigating. So what she did was good. And then, in fact, I want to say because she waited, it kind of shows that she wasn't prying. She was trusting this boss, this dentist in her office. Anyway, I am going to head out, but I would love for all of you, if you're waiting for the recap, head over to the YouTube channel, Mormon Stories. My friend John Delin over there and my friend Mindy Caldwell, they interviewed me for 6 hours. I was admittedly nervous, but I wanted to be able to share my story. And so part 2 is premiering right now. And I think that's why another reason I'm going to maybe cut this short. But again, hit subscribe, hit notifications. I will have a full recap tonight and let people know that are following the James Craig case that I am here and I'm bringing these nightly recaps. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We have a full backstory. That's what I was going to say. Full backstory of the James Craig case. If you are new to this case, we have everything you need to know. And then we have yesterday's recap. Go catch up. Go head over to Mormon Stories. And I will see all of you tonight. I can never tell you exactly when I go live because we're putting together all of the information, all of the notes, writing it all out. So making sure I'm prepared. So just make sure that little bell is hit so you can join us. All right, guys, we'll see you. Thanks so much for your support while I am here, while Grayson is here. And I want to give a shout out to my producer, Grayson, who has been working very, very hard. I don't think she's listening, so I'm going to make sure that she knows. All right, guys, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.